Alright, so what's up guys, it's Spartan Shark here again, and today I'm playing Crossout. Okay, so I've got a build from the Founders event. Well, I made this with parts from it. Now I do have a little ramp there. I'm not a fan of wedge builds, and I don't want to become kind of cancerous with them. But I just have them there in case I can get that advantage, because right now, as you can see, I'm just trying new builds, and I need that advantage to kind of still do decent for my team while testing them out at the same time. So today I'm going to be talking about, though, is a good way to make money. Alright? So currently there is a bundle available, okay? And so I'm relatively new to console. I've only been playing for like 2 or 3 weeks now. Excuse me. But I figured out a way to make money without having to like grind this game truly. So right now I'm in exhibition. This has nothing to do with anything. But alright, so I'm trying to find out how to access packs. I really don't know how. Like, I see them every time I log in, but I don't know how to access them. You know, which is really weird for me, because like usually I find stuff out if I don't know it, but right now I'm just trying to find it. But anyways, there's a pack that's related to the Ravens, or they mention it in the description when you first log in the game. And so it's basically, you get the elephant turret cannon on like a tank chassis, and it feels like they're trying to replicate the T-34. And so I'm just trying to get coins to do that. Now you may be like, oh, but you have like barely any coins, so you're gonna have to grind. But no, that's not the case. So if I go to market, you'll see my offers, alright? I have placed 5 STM-23 defenders for a profit of $522.50. Now I don't expect these to sell fast at all. I mean, they're defenders, okay, and there's not that many offers for them, and 110 is kind of pricey, but I have seen them way higher. I've seen them probably around maybe 130, but they're usually like a 115. So, but I bought them all for 100. I bought them for 100 coins a piece, and setting them at 110, I do make a profit. So it cost me 500, but I will make 522.50. Now, another good thing to do this with is the growl. Now, it costs less than 100 coins to craft one, because if you buy 1,000 copper, it's only like 60 coins or around there. And once you do that, you're pretty much set. As you can see, I still have like 400 left from it. And if you buy 1,000 scrap metal, well, usually it just takes 130 copper, but that's a side note since I'm talking about the scrap metal. If you buy 1,000 scrap metal, it takes 700 to craft the growl. So you craft the growl with the copper and the scrap metal. You know, common parts don't even matter, the ones that are needed. They're so easy to craft, it doesn't matter. But, so you do that, okay? And you've probably just used about 800 scrap metal, 805. So what you do is you craft the growl, you sell it, you sell it for about 110, okay, and you sell the remaining like 200 or around 200 scrap metal, okay. Now when you sell that around 200 scrap metal, you'll make anywhere from 20 to 24 coins, okay. And you're like, oh, if I buy 1,000 scrap metal, I'm spending like 125. Okay, so you just got like around your 20 coins back, okay. And say you just bought the copper. That copper's gonna last a while. There's no need to even be concerned about it. Copper's so cheap. And then you sell the growl for a still higher price than you like paid for to get the materials. That'll get you a profit, maybe around 10 coins. And it doesn't sound substantial, but if you're doing this for about an hour, you'll probably get 100 coins, which is way more than if you were just grinding out scrap metal. Now, you have to have people to accept your offers first, so it may take a while, but I usually set them at the price of 110 coins, and I get 104 coins and 50 cents back for the profit, because you know it's stupid tax. I don't know why it's in the game. It makes no sense, because I don't think it goes anywhere. I just think it's like a realism thing, but this game isn't realistic. It's post-apocalyptic. It's futuristic. I don't think they would have taxes in the wasteland, of all places. But the scrap metal, overall, so with the 20 to 24 coins you made from the scrap metal, with the 104.50 you got from selling the growl. If you set it at 110, you can set it higher, maybe around 115. People will still buy it, but 115 is getting kind of pricey there. But people will still buy it, because you know growl is in high demand most of the time, like almost all the time. So, oh, and I have played on PC before. I had like a level 20 account, so I'm almost on par with that on this one, on this account. But all right, so let's do the 104.50 you get from the growl plus the 20 to 24. That's 124 to let's see, to 128. Well, that's not that much of a profit, you may say, but you could also like grind out 100 to 200 scrap metal, so you don't have to buy as much. So you'd only have to buy 400 or 500 and pay half as much as if you bought 1,000 of it. Okay, this is another really efficient way. Okay, so the last way you just made a couple of coins, but you can repeat it over and over against that couple of, so those few coins turn into maybe 100 or 200. So what I'm getting at here is you craft rares, or you buy them and then sell them more than you bought them for, which is illegal in real life. It's called price gouging, I think. But this is obviously a game. So you do that, you get a profit, and it works out pretty much. But what you do need is the lunatic faction. So if you are relatively new to the game, you might want to grind this one out, but I wouldn't say get grinding into the coins straight away, because you probably will want to experience the game from your perspective, not just some person on YouTube telling you how to get money and stuff. Because again, this is also a form of grinding, and it may not be that fun. Whereas if you're a new player and you're just starting to play, and you want to test out builds, you want to progress through crafting and stuff, which actually isn't that bad compared to the prices on the market. Like if you do the math, the price you have to pay on the market kind of adds up to basically the coin value of all the items you need to make them epic. So it's even, unless it's something in really high demand. But so what I really wish I would have kept this on sale instead of selling it. Because like I sold mine for about 530 coins, because I used money from grinding with the growl and selling like a special weapon and stuff, the sinus I think, to get this, and I had it on sale for 605 coins, so I get like 575 back or around that. But no one was buying it, and because somebody started selling them for 560, like a few people did. I didn't think it would go anywhere, and I kind of wanted to do more today, so I just got rid of it, which I probably shouldn't have. I probably should have bought like a few stallions or something. But you also want something with a wide variety of prices as well. But and that's the reason I didn't do this. So the price doesn't vary much, meaning if you bought this, okay, there's only one of them, and sold it for 240 or 242 or 243, you would only make a few coins profit, similar to the growl. And I didn't want to do that, since I already had like 500 coins, and I could go on to bigger things than a rare, or I could go to the rare rares. So that's what I did. I didn't buy this because the price range wasn't too big, and I couldn't make too much of a profit. Now, the thing that I did with the Defender, as you will see, I believe it's on page 4, maybe? No, it's not. I think I might have passed it up by now. Hold up. Is it on page 3? Yeah, okay, it is. Alright, so there's 32 total offers. I offered mine at 110. It's just barely above this one. These 6 will have to get bought before people get to mine, because they always want to pay the lowest price. But total, it looks like there's a total of 10 that have to get bought, which I'm fine with that, because my goal is to get that pack in 10 days. That's 150 coins a day, and I've already made more than that, so I can wait. But as you see, there's a great price variation in between the 100 and the 110 that I sold. Now, if you sold it for 100, you'd only make 95 back because of the tax if you bought it for 100, so you would be losing coins. So what I did, I bought it for 100. I'm going to make 2250 more, well, 22 coins and 22 and a half coins in profit from 5 defenders, which doesn't sound like a lot. And I won't use defenders next time because of the time it takes to sell them. But this on top of, if you're grinding out things like plastic and raids, plastic sells for about 50 bucks. Like if you're trading it, like you can sell it for about 50 bucks, no problem. People will still buy it for 100 of it. And 100 of it, it is kind of lengthy to get, but if you are grinding out engineer badges and get that little 250 bundle over here, like I did that and I made about maybe 120 coins from it, since I was also getting plastic from the raids that I sold. You can also get 500 scrap, but this really isn't worth it since it's 300 of these and this plastic's less than double it. There's another thing I want to talk about it. Electronics, they sell really well. Now, grinding out electronics in these is better than plastic, okay? However, 800 engineer badges is quite a lot for me to get, and since I just started grinding them out, I don't think I have like the patience to do that. I'd rather just go straight for the plastic, which, you know, is a bit of a rookie mistake, but I'm willing to do that. But batteries are not really worth it unless you're trying to craft a legendary. If you're trying to sell stuff, it's not. 100 of them are worth 20 coins in the market, whereas electronics are worth like 90 per 100. Plastic's worth about 50-ish. I mean, if you're trading, the highest trades go around 45. But or you could go Pathfinder's container, which sells for like 900, usually 850 to 900. That costs 3,000 of them. And I do get that this may turn into a lengthy video, but I'm giving a rundown of what you could do when doing this stuff. Now, as you know, as you'll notice, I have a lot of stuff not for sale, like this not for sale stuff. That's cause like I went and bought a bunch of miners containers and basically blew a bunch of coins and sold some of my inventory, which was a rookie mistake. Thought, oh, we'll get some epic parts, but really, you can't even sell them if they're not the desired part you want. Like I got 3 of these things. I used one of them, and it was really triggering me. So miners containers are not worth buying. In all honesty, you'll be better off selling them as your reward for completing a certain number of daily challenges. So don't do what I did. I'm now like hurting for coins because I'm trying to get that pack, but I still have 20 days left, which I can do it. But if those defenders don't sell within the next day or two, which I hope they sell within the next few hours, then I'm essentially going to take them off the market. I'm gonna end up losing about maybe 25 coins, which, you know, isn't too much of a loss, but, you know, every little bit matters. And it'd still be like 25 coins less than I had. And those can make or break sometimes, and those can be the difference between you grinding when you don't want to and you don't. Like, I probably should have went for something like the Big G, because that is high in demand. It's high, well, actually no, not really. But it is a rare generator, and people do want it. I could have probably put it at 120. I've seen it at like 125 before. This R2 chill is a completely different story, though. No, that's close in price. I'm thinking of something else. Now, if you go in special section, though, let me show you this. But the reason I was talking about the Growl earlier is because it's perfect. It's high in demand and everything. But if you go to this drone, oh yeah, don't try to do in 37 piercers. They're not that cost efficient. It's literally, it's not that great of a special either. But if you go, maybe I think it's page 3 with the DT Cobra and stuff. No, crud. I keep confusing things. That's an error on my part. That's many errors on my part. But anyways, oh, T4 Python, it's on page 5. So look, 250. There is a great coin variation, as you can see. There are 5 orders there, and there aren't that many offers. Well, okay, other way around, vice versa. Not vice versa, because then that means they're interchangeable, but there are 23 orders and 28, looking at the wrong thing, there are 11 orders and 18 offers. So, the T4 Python would be a good thing to do, except that might not sell too quickly like the Defender. Again, if I was going to sell Defenders, like if I thought about it, I probably just should have gone for this. Because you could make more of a profit with one of these than if you were doing 3 Defenders. Because as you can see, if you bought one for 250, you did this, you'd be making like a 17 coin profit. But you know, that tax on it kind of ruins it, so you want to make it to where you make more than 250 coins, so lessen your profit. The tax is kind of ridiculous. You probably only get about 7 coins profit, considering maybe even less than that, considering there's like a 5% tax per 100, which in my opinion is just way too much. But you see stuff like this Nocturnal Hunter, only like a 1 cent difference, all until you get to like 170.69. That's only a 4 cent difference. It's not even that great. At that, and then you have the Array. Not a big difference again. A lot of the wheels look like they would do well. This Lunar 4 looks like it would do really well. Earlier, that 177.50 was not there. I'm actually going to go buy back my No, I'm going to go take my Defenders off the market and do those, because those look like they'd be way more cost efficient. Oh, I think if you put all of them on the market at one time, man, that's not. I think if you put all of them, and I know I'm getting like the highest offer and stuff, I know I'm losing money, but I'm really want to get these Lunar 4 wheels, because actually if I do that now and they sell quickly, then I'll be able to make that money back in no time. Ooh, that's a big price drop. I'll still be able to afford 2 of the Lunar wheels though. These are the things you have to think about, kids. It's coming from a teenager, or whoever's watching this, if anybody does watch it. I only have like 3 subscribers. Doubt they will watch a Crossout video. Or I don't know, man. Look, see, it just said tax deducted up there, which is pretty annoying. Alright, so I'm gonna go to market, switch back to parts, and then I have to go find this thing again. It was over here. Was it even further? No, it was on page 6. Oh wait, no, it was right here. Alright, so look, there's that T4 Python thingy. The sidekick, not much variation at all. Alright, so what in the world? What wheel was I just looking at that had that big price difference? Looking at a Shiv? Did a bunch of offers just go? Oh no, it was the Lunar 4, not the Lunar 4 ST. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy 2 of them since I can afford 2 of them. And I'm going to place them for $225, which will place me below most of the offers, but only right above this one. So when these 2 go, mine will be the direct next one unless somebody places more of them. So I'm going to go to sell now. Buyer pays $225. So I make, okay, so look, I just paid $177.50. Now I would make a profit, consider, okay, so that's 22.5. I would make a profit of 26.25 coins. Okay, so sell. Now I'm selling them individually because I don't know how this market thing fully works. I don't know if you sell multiple at a time, then they have to buy multiple at a time. No, I don't want to buy. Oh, frick. Crap. Oh, well, I don't even have the coins anyway. It's not like it would affect me. See, I'd be losing money if I sold it for the exact same price because of the tax, which is really annoying, but I guess it kind of balances the game out a little bit in the market for people that are doing the thing that I am suggesting, which is kind of like price gouging, but it's taking advantage of deals really and setting them back up to their probably normalish price. Okay, look, so now I'm going to make another profit. So I'll just have that 433 back with, let's see, 26 and a quarter times 2, that's 53 and a half coins back. Okay, so I'll have like around 490 coins, okay? Granted, I don't also sell some of my resources since I don't really need the copper anymore. So, again, I originally had like 560, so I'm just trying to get back up to that number and past it. But this should get me back up there, and then hopefully I can do this again. And let's see if I can sell anything to get back up to that, to get to a third one as well. See, the value of my resources, I don't have enough plastic to do it. Or I could grind some out, but I could sell this copper, but the copper's not really worth selling because it's only worth 20 coins collectively. I only sell that from really close to something, and I don't quite have enough. But I'll post an update with this and see how that is, since I don't have like any editing stuff on the PS4 yet. Alright, so thank you for watching. That's the video, and have a nice day. Subscribe, hit the like button. I don't know, just do whatever you feel like. Dislike the video if you want to, if this wasn't helpful, or even leave some tips down in the comment section. Wrong button.